in her car.
The viral video has people from coast to coast demanding answers. Our Tia Ewing has more.
Leon and Mercedes Wells says they called the hospital to let them know that they were coming because she was already in active labor. And when they got there, the expectant mother says she was ignored and allegedly booted out of Franciscan Crown Point Hospital. And she has the video to prove it.
My daughter's in active labor, and this is a Franciscan Crown Point being put out in active labor.
This is the video captured as Mercedes Wells was wheeled out of Franciscan Crown Point Hospital in tears and pacing her breathing.
So we got to transfer her to a different hospital while she's in labor, in pain.
The mother of now 2 says she was in full-blown labor.
So we pull off, we got to the end of the parking lot. As soon as we get on the expressway, which was literally right there at the hospital, so it's the hospital, then expressway. We get on the expressway, 2 minutes in, I'm like, I have to push. The head came out, he's on the phone with 911. My baby's head is out, what do I do? He pulls over to catch the baby, because the second time I pushed, she came out. So that was it. 2 pushes, she was out.
Wells gave birth in the family's pickup truck on the side of the highway. Her husband was forced to deliver their baby himself without medical assistance. In the video, you see little Alina on her mother's chest, weighing 6 pounds. Her umbilical cord still attached. And if you look closely, you can see the pickup truck is moving. And 8 minutes from being discharged, their baby girl was in the world.
They was discharged, and I'm like, so when you think she's gonna have baby? Today, tomorrow? I don't know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we don't know, maybe next week. She was real, nonchalant about it. I'm like, so you don't, she's in labor.
The Wells family told me they only saw a nurse.
Our nurse was 25. She had been a nurse for 2 years, she told us. And she had only been in labor and delivery for months.
The family gave birth to their 2.5-year-old daughter at Franciscan Health Crown Point in the past, before the hospital moved to its new location in 2024. This time, Wells says she pleaded with staff not to be discharged, but a nurse told her she had only dilated to 3 centimeters, even after 6 hours of labor.
When you requested, well, where's the doctor? I don't agree with you. What happened?
She said doctor already gave orders. She didn't want to talk about this anymore.
I showed Dr. Jamir Abdur Rahman, a certified OBGYN for 25 years, the video to see if he spotted any red flags.
It's not that these people don't provide good care, but I don't think it's the same level of care you would see if a physician evaluated the patients. And so I think you start to see more and more of these things happening as you're not having doctors assess patients. But also, I think a lot of these hospital systems, if they're being honest with you, they'll tell you that there's a lot of pressure on providers to keep things moving.
This is where the family is now, at Community Hospital in Munster, recovering.
She's doing great. This is her. She's napping.
As for the mom of 2, she says the entire birthing experience was traumatic, something she's still struggling to process and can't talk about without breaking down.
The emotions come in waves. It's like I'm okay at one moment, and the next moment I'm bursting out in tears. Resources. Okay.
Franciscan did release a statement saying this: the health and safety of our patients is always our top priority. We have launched an internal investigation into the alleged incident. Due to patient privacy laws and our own policies pertaining to internal investigations, we're unable to comment further at this time. As for little Alina, she is doing fine. She came into the world at 6:28 Sunday morning. The family says Community Hospital is finally giving them the level of care they deserved from the start. They have now hired attorney Cannon Lambert, saying they don't want what happened to them to happen to someone else. In the studio, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
And just moments ago, we received an updated statement from the hospital's president and CEO, Raymond Grady, saying in part, quote, "We are aware of the video and the concerns expressed on social media regarding the discharge of a pregnant patient from Franciscan Health Crown Point. We are grateful to learn from online and media reports that both mother and child are reportedly doing well. The video and the comments it has generated are deeply troubling, and we understand the concern this has raised. The video is just one part of the information we are reviewing as part of a thorough investigation into this alleged incident. And then he added, the reality is disparities in healthcare outcomes exist, and Franciscan Health Crown Point strives to be part of the solution, not the problem.
All right, so let's switch it up and talk about what's going on outside.
Chief Meteorologist Emily Walls has our first forecast and information about rain moving in.
That's right. So we are tracking some rain that has already begun to arrive in a couple locations, mainly in DeKalb County. But notice all of the rainfall that we have farther off to our west. That's a sign of things to come. So that's going to build in throughout the overnight, and then a couple heavy downpours are going to be possible too. Good news is that temperatures are staying above the freezing mark, so we do not have to be concerned about snow tonight, and we also don't have to be concerned about ice developing for that Tuesday morning commute. Most areas looking at around a quarter inch of rainfall between tonight and tomorrow. Temperatures tonight, we're dropping down into the upper 30s. I'll have a look at your full forecast coming up.
Some Chicago neighborhoods finally feel a little safer now that federal immigration agents are leaving the city.
One South Lawn restaurant has become a lifeline for families who were too afraid to leave their homes to get food. Leslie Moreno is live in South Lawn with how one small act turned into a citywide effort. Leslie.
Scott, Don, good evening. Yeah, some business owners I spoke with in Chicago's South Lawn neighborhood say this weekend felt different. There was a sense of relief and certainly more families out and about. Nonetheless, though, these business owners I spoke with say it's going to take some time for these communities to fully recover. Rudy, the owner of El Pollo Cris Cris in South Lawn, has been feeding families for the past month.
It's like this every day for the past month.
He noticed families were avoiding trips to the grocery store due to heightened immigration enforcements. Others simply needed the extra help. He started off donating chicken from his kitchen and personally delivering it to people's homes.
Most of the people that don't come is because they're afraid to come out. So those are the people that we're trying to help.
500 piezas de pollo para las despensas.
He documented the movement on social media. Soon enough, other local businesses quickly jumped in to help. To date, more than 100 Chicago businesses have donated food. The effort has fed more than 5,000 families.
Sorting and packing food. From time to time, I do deliveries as well.
Roberto España is one of the volunteers who make sure families get their groceries. He says the response has been overwhelming.
They're always thankful. Sometimes they cry.
España says some families are still hesitant, but he's glad to be part of a movement that is helping the community get back on its feet.
No. I think people are still scared. I mean, primarily because they're still going to be here. I mean, ICE is still going to be present, so people are vigilant.
And Rudy is still accepting donations. If you'd like to help or volunteer, we'll have more information for you on fox32.com. For now, reporting live in South Lawn, Leslie Moreno, Fox 32 News.
Another development surrounding the immigration detention facility in Broadview today. Mayor Katrina Thompson declaring a civil emergency, citing serious threats made to both herself and to Village Hall. She says the FBI is aware of a death threat made against her in October and a telephone bomb threat made in September. The order prevented residents from attending tonight's board meeting in person after a group threatened to protest there. This same group allegedly tried to storm Village Hall over the weekend.
Some positive news in Reverend Jesse Jackson's health battle. His family says he's expected to be moved out of the ICU soon, but will remain at Northwestern. He has been hospitalized there since last week for a neurological disorder called PSP. That condition is related to his 2013 diagnosis of Parkinson's syndrome. Coming up next, more life-saving care on the West Side.
Raising the final beam, all while raising hope. Still ahead, an update on plans to bring specialty health care to West Side families.
Paris Schutz here. Coming up tonight at 10 on the Chicago Report, the mayor's controversial employee head tax crashes and burns. Older people tell us what's next. Plus, Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas explains why your property tax bills are likely going way up. And a group of retired journalists decide to speak out against the aggressive deportation raids in Chicago. That's all tonight on the Chicago Report at 10.
Hey, Dad.
By this time next year, families on the city's west side will have access to specialty health care for their kids without needing to come all the way downtown.
The Austin Hope Center celebrated a major milestone today. Casey Cronus at Lurie Children's Hospital with more.
A topping off ceremony marks only the beginning of what's to come. The plans prioritize equal access to specialty health care for kids in Austin and surrounding neighborhoods. During an on-site celebration, community members and project stakeholders watched as crews installed the final beam on the Austin Hope Center.
We aren't just celebrating a new building. We are celebrating a promise kept to the people of the West Side.
Located at Chicago and Lawler Avenues, a piece of the community will always be housed in the structure after signing their names before it was lifted. The project is a partnership between Lurie Children's, Stone Community Development Corporation, Chicago Neighborhood Initiatives, and others. It aims to bring crucial pediatric specialty care, both physical and behavioral, to families in Austin and surrounding neighborhoods. Soon, they will have the option to visit those specialists in their own backyard instead of traveling downtown.
We have to get to the point where the zip code is not the more important determinant of your health and well-being.
Aking Garrett is a sophomore Model UN student and is one of the teens who was asked to provide input in the project, as it was designed with youth in mind.
What it means to me to be a part of this project is, it makes me feel significant. It makes me feel like my voice matters.
And it does matter to Pastor Contrell Jenkins from Lively Stone Missionary Baptist Church, who has poured his heart and soul into the mission.
This is the name of the building, the Hope Center, right? It is hope for the community, for Austin community, for the families, children, youth, to bring quality health care, to bring access to it, to bring it right here in the neighborhood. It's transformational.
Stone CDC is working to raise $4.8 million to pay off its final loan for the project. The Austin Hope Center is on track to open sometime next summer. Reporting from Lurie Children's Hospital, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
All right, let's update our forecast now since the rain is moving in, and I guess the temps have dropped as well, huh?
Temps are dropping, but it's not going to be an extreme drop throughout the overnight, which is wonderful news, by the way, because temperatures tonight, they're staying above the freezing mark. So as far as your overnight commute that you may have, or even early tomorrow morning for your Tuesday morning commute, I think it's going to be just fine. We're just going to have to deal with rain. So that rain, the best chance of that coming down is going to be tonight into the early morning hours of Tuesday. And then we should start to see a drying trend through the day on Tuesday. We'll have dry skies on Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, I've significantly lowered the chance of rain than what it was looking like yesterday, because latest model trends are really trying to push this next storm system farther to the south. So our overall rain chances on Thursday and Friday looking less. I'm not ready to pull those rain chances from the forecast just yet, but I'm getting pretty close. So just keep an eye on the forecast if you have Thursday and Friday plans, because we may end up staying dry after all. The drought monitor, I wanted to keep an eye on this for you as well, because we have pretty decent conditions near the state line with Indiana and Illinois. And then over in northwest Indiana, things are in pretty good shape. But you'll notice here all of the tan shading, the orange shading across a lot of the suburbs, across the western portion and southwestern portion of Chicago. Land still considered to be in a moderate to severe drought. So the rain that we're picking up this week is much needed rainfall for a lot of us. Your 5-day forecast as far as temperatures are concerned, tomorrow's going to be cold. It's also going to be windy. We're counting on highs that are only going to be in the low 40s. That is about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Then we'll even things out later this week. We're at 47 on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be in the 50s. Saturday, we're down into the upper 40s, but I do think we're going to go back up into the 50s again just in time for Sunday, which of course is the Bears game. Kickoff is at noon, and it looks like we're going to have dry skies, plenty of sunshine, and I think our temperatures are going to be in the 50s again. So your satellite and radar, here's the rain that's going to begin to move in during the overnight. Heavy downpours are certainly going to be possible as well. And a lot of us are going to end up seeing around a 1/4 inch of rainfall total with what we have coming through tonight. And then through the day tomorrow, it's likely going to come down in the form of drizzle during the daytime hours of tomorrow, with the exception being a couple stray showers trying to work their way through during the afternoon. And then by Wednesday, we have high pressure that's going to build in, and that's a good thing because it's going to dry us out. but we still are going to hold on to a decent amount of cloud cover. So for those of you hoping for some sunshine, I don't think we're going to see a lot of that going into your Wednesday. 7-day forecast tomorrow, 43, 47, mostly cloudy on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we're back up into the 50s. And then this weekend, we'll have dry skies. We're up to 53 degrees by Sunday. Let's get a check of your weather pick of the day. This one coming to us from Al in Elgin. This was taken, though, about 10 days ago. So I bet you that this beautiful view from your house looks a little bit different now after all those windy days.
Glad you captured it, really.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks, Emily.
I'm Tina Nguyen. Up next in sports, Bears once again with another come-from-behind win yesterday, this time against the Vikings. But as Ben Johnson explains, no playoff hype inside the walls of Hallis Hall. Plus, the Bulls finally coming back to earth after a 5-0 start to the season. They look to end a 5-game losing streak in Denver tonight against Nuggets. The highlights next in sports.
Fox.
Welcome back. Time now for sports. All right, Bears fans, let's talk. Doesn't it feel so good to be in sole possession of the NFC North at 7-3? It's been a while, right? First time in 7 years. The culture is certainly changing here in Chicago, no doubt about that. 3 straight wins for the Bears, all coming from behind. Ben Johnson has this team believing, right? But with 7 games left on the schedule, Johnson says no playoff talk, just focus on the results.
Yeah, I mean, we're way far away from that. I haven't even been thinking about that. We're still in the third quarter of the season. That's really what we're focused on. We set goals once we hit the halfway mark, and once we make it through the 3-quarter mark, then we'll start shifting our focus. But we're in a good spot right now for where we want to be this quarter of the season, and we got a tough opponent coming into town here on Sunday.
All right, well, if Ben Johnson won't talk about it, you know we will. So if the playoffs started today, the Bears currently the 3 seed. According to ESPN, Bears have a 57% chance to make the postseason and a 21% chance to win the division. Bears sit alone atop of the NFC North for the first time in 7 years. And in case you forgot what Ryan Poles said when he was hired back in 2022,
We're going to solve problems with open communication and candor. And we're going to consistently put players in position to succeed. And the last thing, the most important piece, is we're going to take the North and never give it back.
Yeah, take the North, never give it back. Here's the Bears' upcoming schedule. It gets significantly more difficult from here. Every team but one is above 500, and they still have 3 divisional games left. Need to play the Packers, not once, but twice, and maybe the Lions will be sitting some of their starters there in that final game. This is, by the way, the second toughest remaining schedule in the NFL.
Sometimes these things happen. Sometimes you just get a charmed season. The Bears are the number 2 team in the NFL this year in one-score games, right behind the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Like, I don't think this team is great, but this team is in first place in 7-3. So who cares who believes? Who cares if it's pretty?
I don't think they can continue winning like this, but I love what Ben Johnson is preaching, that their best ball is going to be in December. And there is room for improvement. So you stack these wins now, and if their best ball is in December, we'll see what happens. Maybe we're not just talking about getting into the playoffs. Maybe we're talking about what seed they are in the playoffs.
All right, well, you can catch the full conversation with Luke Canellis and Danny Parkins and Patrick Manley next on CST Daily at 9:30. Your home of the Bears here on Fox 32 Chicago. All right, in the NBA, after starting the season 5-0, the Bulls have come crashing back to earth. They're just 1-6 in their last 7 games, and it doesn't get any easier tonight against a 10-2 Denver Nuggets team. Bulls are 1-5 on the road, by the way. Out to Denver we go. Bulls were without Kobe White and Trey Jones in this one, but the first half was all about the Bulls bench mob. Jump to the second. Bulls by 7. Good ball movement here. Javon Carter for the corner 3. Bulls by 10 moments later. 16-point lead, and Jalen Smith pokes it away from Nikola Jokic. And Ayo Dosunmu, man, the local kid, slams it home. Bulls with 37 bench points in the first half. Talk about depth there. But the Nuggets would lead at the break 64-63. Game is currently in the third quarter. Bulls trail 79-78, and we're back after this break.
That's our time. Thanks for watching the news at 9. Now you can catch us anytime on your smart TV. Just search Fox Local on your streaming platform. As always, wake up with Good Day Chicago.
CST straight ahead.
Welcome to